Sup flappers, welcome back to another video, and I hope you are excited. I hope you're as excited as me, or I hope you're at least half as excited as me, because well, yesterday Mihoyo dropped this little thing that outlines kind of what happens in 1.4, and it's at this point I really start to think that Mihoyo themselves might be having identity issues for Genshin Impact, because let me tell you, since the 1.4 patch preview, or the version preview, whatever you want to call it, I mean, just look at the events, look at what's going on with the game. I really think Genshin Impact is just trying to become everything that it's not, and you'll see very quickly what I'm talking about, along with some pretty detrimental nerfs that may shake up the community. Let's just get right into it, and I'll leave a link to this page below so you can kind of go in and fiddle with it yourself as well. But do you know what you don't need to fiddle with? It's that subscribe button, because all you need to do is go down, click on it, subscribe, turn on the bell, and hey, welcome to the Walrus Club and enjoy your stay. Anyways, let's get right into this page. So this is the page, you know, it's nice, pretty, and it kind of outlines exactly what's going to happen in 1.4. It doesn't give you any details, too many details, but it's there, right? So let's first go into the characters. Nothing new. Well, I guess there is something new, and please don't let this fool you, because I guarantee you in-game she looks different. I mean, what is that? She has this more slender like body. It's not the same, okay? It's not the same, and I'm sorry to say, but I do think Mihoyo has nerfed Big Titty Goth Waifu. I'm sorry. Rip Tectone, rip Jazzy. I'm only after the combat, and let me tell you, the combat looks as sweet as it can. There's a ton of synergies that we can play around with here. One of the first ones that I think that may be underrated would be Superconduct. I think with her kit, Superconduct would work really well, especially with her burst skill. For example, this pulsing cryo field will work really well with Razor, right? We're just talking free to play, of course. Kaching, you know, gonna work really well. Diluc can work really well with the pulsing and hit Diluc's E. We'll have other synergies to play with her, such as even Mona for large area freeze. Barbara can freeze. The cryo element is one of, if not the most versatile elements in the game, because it's the centerpiece of a lot of synergies. There's actually not one that is completely just bad or useless, right? She can be paired in a double cryo team to have shattering ice resonance. So one of the most popular and most commonly used cryo units in the game right now is Diona, free to play 4-star healer in a lot of people's team, and if you pair Rosaria with Diona, you immediately get shattering ice, and that just opens up new synergies, because currently for other 4-stars we have Kaya, we have Chongyun, and you know, while they're decent 4-stars in their own right, some people would be hesitant to include them in some of their teams, but judging by how Rosaria plays, it does seem like that she's gonna pair a lot better with a lot more units. Anyways, enough about Rosaria. Let's talk a little bit about our femboy bard and walking wallet Tartaglia. Okay, so I mean, I have not made a video regarding whether you should be pulling for Tartaglia or Venti, but that is because I do not think I needed to. You know, I'm gonna touch briefly, very briefly on this right now. So let's just jump in game really quick so I can show you what I mean, right? So I have them here right now, and to be completely honest with you, my Venti is only level 60 with very mediocre artifacts. It's nothing too crazy, but it works. Just a 4-star weapon, and it's not refinement 5. I haven't gotten into refinement 5, but it works. I've used this bow at refinement 2 for like the past 4 months, and only recently I got into refinement 4. And of course for Tartaglia, artifacts are very decent as well. They're nothing too crazy, but his weapon is all the way up to 90. His talents are okay, especially for his E. I'm using him as on-hit build. Venti, I just got his burst up, but that's pretty much it, because I haven't leveled him up anymore. I couldn't get it any higher. But if we are really choosing between these two characters, let me just tell you straight up, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I will pick Venti 9 times out of 10 over Tartaglia. While Tartaglia is a powerful unit when it comes to on-hit DPS or his niche build, but it's also his best build, which is Elemental Mastery and going for that one-hit Vaporize proc with his burst skill, right? Very useful unit. However, it just cannot compare to Venti. Venti is the best enabler in the game, has the best CC in the game. The only unit that I've mentioned that can ever tops Venti in a head-to-head comparison is Zhongli. No one else comes even close. Maybe like a C6 Ganyu, right, can trump Venti, but that's not even on the same playing field anymore. Venti, exploration, domains, even certain higher levels of the Abyss, very, very, very useful unit. I don't think I need to make a video going too in depth when it comes to Venti and Child, but if you do want to see a video about these two, do comment down below and just let me know, right? If you want to see it, let me know. I'll be more than happy to break it down in depth for you why I think Venti is far more worth it for not just only free-to-play players, early game players, or late game players. I do think Venti will trump Child in almost all categories, except for a few very, very, very specific team compositions where Child will trump Venti. For example, the most recent Hu Tao Child combo is absolutely amazing. Of course, Venti's not going to provide the similar kind of synergies. So right now we're just talking about overall. Anyways, that's enough about Venti and Child. Let's head back to the page. Now for the weapons, yes, such an amazing weapon. It looks amazing. It sounds amazing, right? Look here. Elegy for the end. Wow, elegy for the end. Elegy for the end of what? Elegy for the end of most likely your wallets, because this is gonna be another huge weapon trap. And as I mentioned, I actually don't think you need this weapon. This weapon is such an overkill. Anything for Venti more than the stringless, honestly is not necessary. I truly believe it. You don't need it. I ran Venti on a level 60 stringless with +0 artifacts, four-piece viridescent, all +0. It wasn't until just a month or two ago I actually leveled them up. It's because Venti doesn't need it. He's an enabler. You use Venti for his giant whirlwind. You don't need to have him and his whirlwind one-shot the units, because you add additional elements into the swirl and you use that elemental reaction to deal the damage. Yes, the elemental mastery is going to help, but it's really excessive. This weapon is so excessive. I'm going to talk more about this weapon when the details drop, because I can't go into more details, but let me just tell you, you won't need it. You won't need it. It's really for people who want to show off big numbers with those Venti whirlwinds and like reaction. It's so excessive. Please listen to me. You don't need this weapon. And of course, we have 3 new weapons as well. I'm very interested to see their stats as well. However, as I mentioned, I don't suggest people wail on the weapon banners. It's really unnecessary, especially when it's for a weapon that in of itself is not needed. You really don't need a 5-star weapon for Venti to make him shine. You really don't. Anyways, let's head into a little bit about the events, and this is where I really start to think that Genshin Impact is having a crisis, a really big. It's breaking down because they would do anything in these events that is not like Genshin related, right? We have the Pop a Balloon event. It's fun, okay? It's fun. I'll admit it. It's fun. It's different, and it forces people to go into the world. But I don't think this is what people had in mind when they signed up for Genshin. You know what I mean? Like it feels so different. It feels experimental. It's something I feel like Mihoyo is still constantly looking for. Like, okay, are people gonna enjoy this? What about this kind of stuff? What about this kind of stuff? Right now, we're just guinea pigs. And of course, we have more gliding events, and then we have like, what is this? It just feels like Mihoyo's just throwing everything at the wall and be like, you know, somebody's gotta like some of this stuff. You might not like the gliding event, but hey, what if you like this Ballads of Breeze event? Or what if you prefer the Shoot a Balloon event? And hey, if all else fail, we'll get them with Mario Party. It's it's really like everybody should find something they like about this event. Even if you absolutely detest shooting balloons, you might be a Mario Party lover. I mean, I gotta give it to them, you know. At this point, I really don't know what I'm playing anymore because I just want to fight monsters, kill bosses, you know, maybe participate in some raids if they ever bring raids, have a guild, and just enjoy the world. But I guess we're stuck doing this. In the meantime, I know this is a filler, but man, I'm always the kind who waited for filler episodes of an anime to come and go and then just skip them. But now I never thought that I would be partaking in a filler episode myself. What can I say? You're gonna come with me on this journey to be fillers, and that's pretty much it. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and also make sure to tune into my live streams every Wednesday and Saturday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So there's going to be a live stream tomorrow evening, and I guess I'll see you all over there. Until then, stay safe and peace.